And you're listening to the Wednesday, June 15th, 2022 network check-in of the South Central Pennsylvania GMRS group on the Holly 625 repeater. The PL tone of our group's repeater is 141.3 hertz. The receive antenna is at the top of our 180-foot tower. It monitors 467.625 megahertz. The transmitting antenna is mounted at 140 feet and operates at 462.625 megahertz. Our tower is located on Mount Holly summit, elevation 1,505 feet above mean sea level, 2 miles south of Mount Holly Springs, Pennsylvania, at 40 degrees, 5 minutes, 52 seconds north latitude, and 77 degrees, 12 minutes, 12 seconds west longitude. As of last week, we have 56 active call signs. Got the wrong color shirt on for tonight again. Checking in.
Yeah, it
does within the past 4 weeks, I will be announcing your call sign. When you respond, please include your name and location.
I have to adjust the whole screen because everyone bailed on us tonight.
After I've completed my list.
It's back to just us now.
Yeah, they didn't want to hang out with us tonight, Mike.
WRFL 218. WRFL 218, Unit 1, Doug. Unit 2, Sandy from York Springs.
We're a part of the cool
Doug
kids, and we're too cool for them.
WRPL 225.
Heck of a reflection coming off of my mic into the camera. Looks like I have a light on my mic.
It's just from the bald head.
RNT 288.
Where's my volume?
WREK 307.
I'll turn you down here for a minute, Jim. So if you talk, I won't hear you.
307, Unit 1, Brian Ann.
Unit 2, Amanda N. Unit 3, Colin N. Unit 4, Garrett N. Unit 5, Leona.
From Mount Holly Springs. Thank you, Brian, Leona, Amanda, Garrett, and Colton. WQYX 334.
WQIX 334, Josh in Shippensburg.
Thank you, Josh. WRPP 349.
Thought Tish was going to make it down here, but I think she's out in the garden.
349, Bill in Littlestown. Thank you, Bill. WRNW 360.
Kind of funny, Jim. You don't see what you're actually working on.
Yeah.
You just see your hands like disappearing into the void.
RQD 426.
BRQD 426, Stephen and Enola.
Thank you, Steve. WRNY 430. WRKC 450. WRKC 450, Pat in West York. Thank you, Pat. WRNZ 483. WRNZ 483, Tom Fort Dietrich. No traffic. Thanks for running today.
It's crazy. He's from Fort Detroit.
Thanks for checking in. WQRC 490.
Got to get the field day stuff working.
ROE 521.
I've got most of that stuff ready.
ROE 521, Larry out of New Oxford. No traffic tonight. Very good, Larry. Thanks for checking in. WRCJ 532.
Yeah, Mike, everyone decided to go do something else other than hang out with the Misfits. So we're back to the original pair that started everything on
Thank
this.
you, Tim. Thanks for checking in. WRFG 544. WQAD 551. WRKL 856, no, 556. I'll repeat, WRKL 556. CH 578.
578, Mike in Fairfield.
Thank you, Mike. WROG 587. WRJA 597. WRAM 626. Already heard from WRCB 627, so we move on to WRKU 643. RAC 649.
RAC 649 Mobile, Unit 1.
WRAC 649, Unit 2, mobile. Kathy.
Apparently the hard drive's no good.
Thank you, Bob and Kathy. WRKB 658.
WRKB 658, Andrew, Lower Allen, no traffic.
Andrew, thanks for checking in. WRFH 661. ROP 664.
WROP 664, Brian from Summerdale.
WRMH 666. WRQH 670. WROQ 673. WQYW 673.
Yes, John, this is WQYW 673, John in Parkersburg, Chester County. Good evening to everyone. Thanks for running the net.
And a good evening to you as well, John. Thank you. WRNY 683.
WRNY 683. Good evening, all. Darrell from Newmanstown, and no traffic tonight.
Okay, Darrell, thank you, and thanks for checking in. WRMF 712.
Did he make it?
WRMS 712, Tom in Shippensburg.
Now, as long as you turn the offset on.
Yeah, he's in there.
Tom. WRKM 713. WRJF 728.
I think so, Mike, but don't hold me to that.
728, Bobby.
I know I'll be up there and I'll have the camper up there for the weekend, but I do
Thank
not
you.
know if the girls
WRFT
and Tish will be there for sure or not.
732.
Right now, because we haven't been home a weekend yet this month, and we won't be.
RNU
We're
752.
gonna be gone again this weekend, and then next weekend is field day. So
752, Eric and Carlisle.
she's planning to, but that may change. I'm not sure yet.
WRPE 755. WRER 765.
WRER 765, Mike and Carlisle.
Thank you, Mike. WROG 769. WRPI 776. WRQJ 798. WQWE 866.
WE866. On the recliner, John.
Very good, Curly. Thank you. WRMI
They'll
867.
pretty much drink whatever, Mike. They're not that picky. If it's nothing else, they'll even drink bottles of water.
WRPC 868.
WRPC 868, Pam in Grantville.
Hey, Josh.
Following
Thank
along
you,
with the
Pam.
chat tonight.
WRMV 901.
You know what sounds good right now?
What's that, Jim?
I don't know. It's a nice hot day. What sounds good on a nice hot day?
Well, you gotta have some ice
Received a
cream on
couple
a
of
hot day.
Ice
That
cream.
nice cold
I
ice
think that was
cream.
you, Jesse,
Oh
but
man, talking
not
about
enough
ice
to,
cream.
know for sure.
Here we go.
We'll try
Check this
again.
out.
WRMV 901.
DiblerFamilyVentures.com. Check them out. Freeze-dried ice cream. The stuff never goes bad. It tastes
All right,
great.
well, moving
Had it
along.
myself. Love it. Don't eat the popsicle
991.
sticks.
Freeze-dried ice cream. Yes, please.
Absolutely.
91 Blaine.
Gotta have some of that.
Jen from Gardner's Unit 2.
On the couch.
Oh, there you go. Orange
Excellent.
dreamsicles.
Very good. Blaine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
WRJV 965.
Check 'em
Go
out.
along with those.
Good evening, John. This is John in New Cumberland. No traffic this evening. Thanks for running the 10.
You're welcome, John, and thanks for checking in. WRDJ 976. WRFR 982. WRFR.
Even Mike joined in some freeze-dried ice cream. Actually, that sounds pretty good right now. I could go for some of it. I gotta get up there and get some.
Ray, thanks for checking
I wasn't
in.
paying attention to the screen, and I didn't see the ice cream on the screen until it went through on YouTube. There's a little bit of a delay there.
OR 983, Cassian Yo. Thanks for running the net. No traffic.
But it's never too late for ice cream.
You're welcome, Cassie, and
And
thanks
there's
for
always
checking
room
in.
for ice cream, even freeze-dried.
And finally on the list,
yeah.
WRSK 991.
I don't know. Does freeze-dried ever really go bad? It gets old if it gets moisture in it.
As long as you can keep it dry, you
Yeah.
should be good. It'll last for quite a while.
Very good, Matt. Good to hear from you. And
So I wouldn't say it
thanks
never
for
goes
checking
bad,
in.
but it lasts for quite some time.
Okay.
Again, not a
time
sponsor,
for any
friends of
new,
the GMRS Club.
or missed stations that would like to check in. If you're in one of those categories, please check in now. W360, Jim and Ortana, checking in late.
It feels weird having just the two of us on here. It's been so
Okay,
long
got you
since
there,
it's been
Jim.
just the
Thank
two of
you.
us on the
Just
Zoom
the
for
two.
Sure.
tonight.
Anybody
Yeah.
else? New, late, or missed?
I
Yeah,
didn't catch that.
Please check in now.
It
I can't-
hasn't been a while.
Yeah, I can't hear you over the radio.
Okay, I'll have to ask you to repeat all that because the signal was kind of weak and I couldn't make out exactly what you were saying. So if you'd go with your call sign slowly again, I'll see if you're on my list, active or inactive, and we'll go from there.
WRFM 234. Dan, mechanic.
Is that Mike? Mike Chuba?
Dan in Mechanicsburg.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not seeing you on my list, so I'm sorry. I apologize, but there's so much bacon frying there, I couldn't quite make out. I
Only
got
food
2-4
never
as far as your number is
goes bad
concerned.
as honey.
How about the entire your call
That's
sign
interesting.
again, please, slowly? Thank you.
That one I did know. Sugar actually will last once it's refined. As long as you can keep it dry, it'll last quite a while too.
Okay, that time all I got was W. So maybe you want to reposition where you are, higher elevation, handheld, make sure your antenna's straight up and down. And we'll try again then here in a bit. But are there any other stations, new, late, or missed, that would like to check in? Please do so now.
Me.
Go for it, Jim. Say hi. Key your radio. Check in.
Okay.
That was a couple stations on top of each other there, but at the very end, I recognized your voice, Chris. Is that correct? In Dillsburg.
On WRNT 288, Chris in Dillsburg. No traffic tonight, and back to the station I walked on.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. Got you down. And yeah, your signal coming in good and strong. Any other stations? Go for it, please.
D551, Steve, red line, no comments, and thanks for stepping on me there, Chris.
Sure, Chris is much obliged there, Steve. Glad to hear from you. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're feeling better. Any other stations, new, late, or missed, that would like to check in? Go for it, please.
976, Joe in Union Deposit.
Hey, there he is.
All right, Joe. Good to hear from you there.
He
Thank
did
you.
say no comment tonight.
Any other stations?
Write
Please
that
go
down.
for it now.
We might actually hit to hear from Joe.
Yeah.
That's been a while.
WRFM 234. This is Dan in Mechanicsburg.
There he is. Dan in Mechanicsburg.
Okay, I got WRFM 324. Dan. And Dan, what's your location there?
Mechanicsburg.
234.
234. I've got it. Dan in Mechanicsburg. All right. Finally coming through there just great and able to get everything. WRFM 234. Thank you. Any other stations that want to check in? New, late, or missed? Do so now.
WRMR 424. Jim in Chambersburg.
We'll call for new, late, or missed stations once again after we go through a round of comments. Those of you that like to say something. And we'll go to Doug and Sandy. They're in York Springs, WRFL 218. Doug and Sandy, go for it.
WRFL 218. Yeah, we took our show on the road last week. Went down our first big vacation with the family down to Ocean City, outside there by the airport. It was Air Week, and we had great weather for the first 5 days. The next day was half cloudy half the day, and the next day it rained half the day. They did get the air show on, which was good. So we had a good time. We're all tired because of it, but that's about it.
Good. Sounds good. I think I heard Blaine talking about it from time to time through the week, or since you guys have been back, and sounds like you did have a great time. Especially the air show must have been special this year. All right. Good to hear from you. How about we move on there to Brian and family in Mount Holly. Go for it, Brian.
K307. Yeah, we had a great time down at the beach. Being a new ham, I got to test out all my antennas for the camper. Got an unbalanced or non-resonant antenna set up. Did a little FT-8, not much. Whole lot of SSTV receiving just while we were down at the beach. I left it run and come back to a whole bunch of cool pictures. Got yelled at by some guy on 10 meters for stepping on him, even though he wasn't there before I talked. We got to listen to the pilots of the Thunderbirds while they were doing their routine. And if you ever get a chance to do that, it is hilarious the way that they talk while they're doing their acrobatics. But the coolest thing is on the way home, and I did it on the way down too, but on the way home, I was able to hit the Harrisburg 700 GMRS repeater from the Bay Bridge, and I got Tim in Mechanicsburg that came back to me. So it's 97 miles as measured on Google Maps. So I thought that was really cool. Unfortunately, I can't hit Holly. There's an Ellicott City repeater that keys up whenever you do the Mount Holly, but the 700 machine worked for me. So that's it. Back to you, John.
And sounds like a good time for sure. And yeah, especially that little bit about being able to listen to the pilots for the Thunderbird team. That's cool. All righty. How about it, Josh? WQYX 334. Your comments.
WQIX 334. Not a whole lot here. Just getting things ready for field day. Had an interesting trip last night out to talk to some Girl Scouts about ham radio and GMRS and radio in general for emergencies. So that was kind of fun. Had several that were interested in radio as well. So maybe getting some new younger people there into radio, which is always a good thing. Other than that, I'd like to shout out to everybody that helped out last weekend with the race over at Pine Grove. Went fairly well. Friends group was happy and wants us to come back next year and do radio for them again. So we got that going. But other than that, not a whole lot else, just field day and busy coming up. So anybody that's interested, field day is going to be the last weekend in June. So not this weekend, but next weekend up there at the farm in Enola. Anybody that wants to come up is welcome. And we'll get you on the radio. And with that, I'll go ahead and throw it back to you from John from WQIX 334. Thanks for running the net.
You're welcome, Josh. Thank you. Thanks for your comments there. Just one little side note. It was difficult to make out what you were saying, that there is such a roar of static in the well, actually not in the background, in the foreground.
Really?
So just let you know. WRPP 349.
We're gonna get like on Simplex or something and see what's
Bill
going on.
is in Littlestown.
I wonder why I've been getting that a lot lately. Never had it before.
Good evening, John, and everybody on the net. Not much happening here. Up along.
Bill, thank you. Moving on to Jim in Ortana, WRNW 360.
Down in Maryland, and that's one Sunday there in Father's Day. So anybody was interested, I just wanted to let everybody know.
Guess he wasn't done with his
That's
comments
about it
yet.
here, John.
I guess so.
Send it back to you. WRPP 349.
I apologize. There's something that you were talking about that's going on in your area. The repeater had dropped out long enough that I thought you were finished with your comments, and I apologize. So if you want to repeat what it was you were saying about something that's going on in your neck of the woods, go for it.
Yeah, there's a Father's Day Ham Fest down at the Arcadia Carnival grounds down in Upper Cove, Maryland. And I just thought if anybody was interested, it's about 20 miles below Hanover, so that's on Father's Day. So, and if you want to print out the flyer, you can go to W3FT, his website, and the flyer's on there. So that's all we got, John. WRPP 349.
Bill, very good, and your signal very, very good, clean this evening. And those of you that are interested in that Father's Day ham event, just look it up there online. Jim in Ortana, WRNW 360. Your comments.
Mike said he heard everything you said, but just noisy.
Steve then in Enola, WRQD 426. Anything you'd like to say?
WR. Okay. Yeah, this week's been a good week for QSL. Special event certificates came in.
That's me changing things on my radio, by the way.
Hurricane Katrina special event.
Yeah, and I know the radio you're on.
And also got my final.
It's one thing that annoys me with it.
Zone. So I guess I'm going to have to start the paperwork for the work all zones here in the near future. But that's all I got this evening. So back to that. WRQD 426.
Steve, we'll continue to have fun with the QSL cards for sure. Pat, WRKC 450. Anything you'd like to talk about there?
RKC 450. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, John. Not too much. I moved my antenna location from the north side of the house to the south side. I wonder if reception was worse or better. That's about all I have. Thank you.
Bugs me. I can't figure out where that noise is coming from. That everybody's hearing on me on the
because they
repeater.
got a good clean
I don't
signal
see it anymore.
coming in here.
I can't see anything that's loose or anything.
I was going to say, you can see sound.
Well, it looks like
Unless it's something
Mike,
with my mic.
you're up. Mike in Fairfield, WRCH
Maybe that's something I can try next week. Instead of using the boom mic, go back to using the hand mic.
CH578. As Josh said, we were at the park on, what was that, Saturday, last Saturday for the Pine Grove Furnace Park half marathon and 5K run.
Could be a loose wire inside my switches here, too, for all
had a
I
good
know.
time there.
Definitely be
busy. Not a lot of time to play on the radio between working and working outside. It's that time of year. That's another reason I hate summer. I end up spending all this time outside because you cut the grass, turn around, and it needs to be cut again. Trimming tree branches, and every time the wind blows, 2 or 3 trees blow down. It just seems to be never ending. But I'm looking forward to field day and a group get together coming up in 2 weekends. I got in somebody else had mentioned about getting QSL cards in. I got a handful in today, or over the last week, and not so much. I guess you'd almost call it a QSL card, though it doesn't confirm individual contacts. But I got the card from the military for the Armed Forces Day crossband test they had. What was that, about a month ago, I think? I got the card in from making contacts with the Armed Forces Mars stations. So that's about all I got, John. So we'll send it back to you. WRCH 578.
Hey, Mike, thanks for your comments. And Dave, I don't know if you're available for comments, but if you are, go for it. That's WRCB 627. We'll move on to Bob and Kathy there at WRAC 649. Your comments.
WRAC 649, not a whole lot here to say. Just nice and warm out here tonight. Getting a little bit of breeze blowing here. I'm going to turn it over here to Unit 2.
C649 Unit 2. Just a reminder about the cookout next weekend if you want to bring something, but you're not obligated. And don't forget about the Facebook page. It's called South Central PA GMRS Group. All right, back to you, John.
Hey, Kathy, very good. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder there. Ryan in Summerdale, WROP 664. What would you like to talk about tonight?
Well, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I'm right there with Mike, not much of a summertime person. This really is our busy season at work and everything else going on. I haven't had much time to play radio here lately. Say hi, let everyone know I'm still alive and well. And hopefully I can make the get-together here the last weekend in June. We'll just see how the schedule goes. Back to net control, WROP 664.
Very good, Ryan. Hopefully you do make it to the cookout. That sounds good, and hopefully the work isn't too oppressive at this time. Hopefully you're inside the air conditioning for your work. Okay, John in Parksburg, out there in Chester County, WQYW 673. Your comments.
Well, thank you, John. This is WQYW 673. I'm enjoying the weather, except for when it gets into 90s. Then that's a little downer. But anyway, the rain has been helping the flowers and the grass and the garden, so can't complain too much about that. And but other than that, nothing really new here. Just trying out the new Midland here. at Midland is very good and follows through in an expeditious manner. So I'm happy with the radio. Hopefully it's getting through okay. But anyway, hope everyone has a good day and evening and tomorrow, and I hope to see everyone at the cookout. This is WQYW 673 on the side.
Very good, John. Well, your Midland's working out just fine. Hear you very, very good. Got a good signal there. All right. Let's see. Moving along there. How about we give Dan in Mechanicsburg the new one today? New check-in, WRFM 234. Dan, if you're still listening, do you have any comments?
Cool. Been out of the area for quite a few months.
Well, he's struggling.
Okay, Dan, we heard bits and pieces of what you were saying there. But thanks. Wanted to give you the opportunity to say a few words if you wanted to. So good. You might want to check on your antenna or your radio or get your power up a little higher or whatever. It was difficult to hear what you were saying. Thanks, and thanks for checking in. Tom in Shippensburg, WRMF 712. Anything you'd like to talk about? Well, how about Bobby in Mechanicsburg, WRJF 728? Go for it.
Good evening, folks. Yeah, it's a kind of a warm night and a little muggy here in Mechanicsburg. I'm without the wife the last couple of nights. The end of the school year was Friday for her, and she wanted a little getaway. So I dragged the camper down to Pinchot, and she's camping with herself and her kayak and her Kindle. So she is, no pun intended, quite a happy camper.
I want to do that.
The kids are still alive. I've managed to keep them alive the last couple of days. So that's pretty much what's going on here. In other news, let me feed the meter here. Other news, those of you on the amateur side who are subscribed to the Group IO mailing list, you probably got the emails. For those of you who are not, I know a lot of people, a handful at least, have asked me about the Retevis RT97 repeater. I got an email from Retevis earlier this week. The current sale price on their website is $339. Normally it's a $400 and change dollar repeater. However, a super special promo for returning customers, because I need another one of these for some unknown reason, is $269. If you would like information on how to take advantage, I did ask them, and I can pass that along to the radio club here. For those of you that would like to get more information about it, hit me up here after the net. I'll be listening for a little bit, and there you go. WRJF 728. Back to you, John.
All righty, Bobby. Glad to hear the kids are still alive, and I can understand when the school year ends, the teacher likes to unwind a little bit and reflect. And so your wife, I hope, is having a good time doing that. Very good. Okay, Eric in Carlisle, WRNU 752. Your comments.
No comments tonight, boys. Thank you.
Okay, Eric, very good. You have a good night, too. And Mike in Carlisle, WRER 765. Anything you'd like to say?
WRER 765. Good evening,
just
everyone.
Seems really
I've
odd
made
with
comments
us being
in a
the only
while
ones
and
on
had
here.
some time tonight. Just thought I'd say
What's
hi.
I'm just not used to this.
Just
I
us.
posted a picture of the radio.
I mean, this
install.
is where it
vehicle
This
on
is
the
where it
Facebook
all
page. Got a lot of
began.
nice comments on it. I appreciated that.
I don't hear
It took
any
a lot of
sound
time and
coming
effort
from you at all, Jim.
to wedge those big radios in a tiny spot. So now I saw a comment on the page as well from the Williamsport group that they've set up a linking node on their repeater, and actually it looks like this evening they linked down to a node in Harrisburg. So I might have to try joining in there and see how much activity there is up there. I know they've got pretty good range coverage, but I'm not sure how active they are. But anybody within
That would
range
be
of my
why I can't
repeater
hear
that
you.
hears
I
any
have the
activity
PC
from up there
volume
wants to
turned
chime
down
in,
still.
Can you hear me
welcome
now?
you to try it out.
Yeah, I hear you now.
That's all for
Yeah,
tonight.
I was
John.
saying
On the
this
net.
is where it all started.
I know. Just seems
Hey,
weird.
Mike.
It's
Yeah,
been
I
so long
enjoyed
since it's just
seeing
been us on
your
here.
display there on the Facebook page. Lots of work involved there. Okay, we are going now to the recliner in Loganville. WQWE 866. Curly, go for it.
Well, good evening and thanks, Mr. John. This is WQWE 866 from the recliner. Everything's going good here from the recliner. I'm getting better by the day, and the voice is coming back stronger. So thanks for the well wishes. Everything's good here. I just wish it was a little cooler. WQWE 866, back to net control.
Yes, Curly, you are improving rapidly. I could tell the difference just since Monday when you were on the York County net there. Stan, sounding good. All right, great. Pam at WRPC 868, anything you'd like to say? All right, well, moving on to Blaine and Jen, WROR 921. Your comments.
WROR 921. Oh, we had a blast down there at the beach, watching the Thunderbirds flying around and being able to tune the radios just to listen to their comments. Oh, it's funny as all get out when you listen to the solo pilots, because those guys are crazy. And then listen to Diamond Formation. It's all in monotone. The guy who's leading it, it's beautiful. It's funny. And then our puppies, they just love to play ball in the water. And the tennis ball, when she got bored with that, oh, I want to play that football somebody else is playing with. Now I want to play the basketball. So we had a blast down there. It was a glorious vacation. So I'll turn it back to you, John.
Hey, that sounds wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad you had such a good time. Special memories that you can access for years and years to come. Okay. WRDJ 976, Joe in Union Deposit. Anything you'd like to say?
WRDJ 976, I was not asleep. I wasn't sleeping. I got a phone call. I was deeply studying. I was in study mode.
Somehow I don't believe you,
and
Joe.
deep in studying, you know, when you're studying like that, you miss track of time. So I missed track of time, but Bob gave me a call and told me that, hey, check in. You checking in, or what are you doing? So I came in late and checked in, and here I am. And the chickens are doing good. We got a new addition. Bob had put in a automatic door for the chickens. Opens up in the morning when the light comes out. When it's light out, door opens up, and the door shuts when it gets dark. And believe it or not, the chickens do get in before it gets dark, so there's none left outside. And that's a pretty good addition. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. And we have another one, but we don't know what we're going to do exactly with that one yet. I'll leave it up to him. He had a pretty good idea, and he put that in pretty well. And if anything went wrong, we still have the other door, the main door, that will work if the automatic door ever stops. I think it runs on a battery. But it's pretty cool, and the chickens are doing good. And we did find the one chicken that was lost. It wasn't taken away by an animal or anything. Bob found it, and he thinks that it might have got tangled up somewhere. And I don't know if it strangled itself or what, but he did find the chicken, and it was a nice chicken, and I like the chicken. But
I like chicken
that's one
too.
down for the count. And we got 2 more roosters, and they seem pretty aggressive. They're young yet. Not
Fried chicken, chicken wings, chicken nuggets, chicken legs.
Dan said something that sparked my memory. He said "Still Alive and Well," and that's the name of an album. That's the name of a song and an album by Johnny Negro Winter Group. And I'm glad that Curly's feeling better, and I hope 551 is doing good too. I hope that all comes along good. I hate to see or hear everybody ailing with sickness and stuff like that. That's a drag, especially in the summer. You don't need that kind of stuff. You want to be outside doing stuff. And I can imagine.
I prefer winter.
We're having fun. It sounded really good.
I prefer winter.
I grew up with the beach. I do miss the beach, but
I just don't like paying for the heating.
I have animals to take care of now, and a farm to run. So I thank Bob for calling me and letting me know. And sorry I was late. Like I said, I was studying, and when you're in deep study, you lose track of time, and I lost track of time because of what I was studying. But anyway, John, I don't know, did you get enough water up there? I know you were
I just texted Joe when I told you. I like chicken too. Chicken legs, fried chicken, chicken tenders, chicken nuggets.
Especially when you don't have it. All right, John, I'll give it back to you. I think I said a mouthful. I think everybody's about to sleep right now. So WRDJ 976.
Let's see what Joe says to that.
Well, yes, Joe, I got some water, a couple barrels of water out of the last rain. So, yep, that was good. And it was good to hear about the door there that opens up in the crack at dawn, the first light, and then closes off when it gets dark. And I'm glad to hear those chickens are smart enough to know, hey, we better get
My wife's the best.
Inside
she chimed in on there too.
Dark,
chicken patties.
If they were stuck outside, they could be on some other animal's dinner table. So yeah, it sounds curious for sure. So thanks for your
Country
comments,
Fried Chicken.
Joe. And time now to call for any new, late, or missed stations. And I might make comment there to Dan in Mechanicsburg at WRFM 234. You actually are on my list. Been inactive, but I went to put a little arrow here and on the list to check it out. And yeah, you're already there. Okay, I'll take a little break here. And any new, late, or missed stations, please go for it now.
Oh, Joe's gonna.
Flight control, please copy. WRQJ 798.
Okay, got you, Mike. Mike in Leader Heights there. Any comments you'd like to make?
Hey, good evening, John, and good evening to everybody on the net. Just back from my local club meeting up in the Harrisburg area, so listening to the net in the car, but I don't have an outside antenna yet, so it wouldn't have been any possible way to get back into the system.
Oh, my word.
Actually, a nice air out here in front of the QTH.
She's still chiming in with what I sent. Chicken
So
noodle soup.
Prepping, finalizing.
I added rotisserie chicken, barbecue chicken.
All that good stuff coming up for the club. And
Jimmy
playing
disappeared.
around with some DMR radio throughout the week as I do a few nets in rotation there, so that's keeping me busy. And working on the basement, getting that organized, or quote organized, unquote, which is a relative term there. But other than that, doing pretty good here for the week, and good to hear everybody out there on the repeater tonight. So everybody stay safe, have a great week. Gonna get a little hot here
Just
for the rest
waiting
of the
for
week,
a
and
reply
take a
back
little cool
from
down
Joe
for
to
the
this
weekend.
text group. You
Anyway, back
guys.
to net, WRQJ 798.
Good, Mike. Thanks for checking in. Are there any other stations, new, late, or missed, that would like to check in? Go for it now, please. Alrighty, well, looks like it's about 9:45 and a half, and that'll conclude our weekly net of the South Central Pennsylvania GMRS group. For this week, anyway. Many thanks to all the stations who checked in, especially those of you that had comments. And our next network check-in is, of course, next Wednesday. That'll be June 22nd. Other network check-ins include Mondays at 9 p.m., temporarily on the 725 repeater in Hanover, and Fridays at 9 p.m. on the 725 repeater in Hanover. That repeater has a PL tone of 141.3 hertz. Our next get-together is planned for Sunday the 26th at 2 o'clock at Bob and Kathy's farm at 101 Beard Road, Enola, 17025. That's 101 Beard Road, Beard B-E-A-R-D, Beard Road, 17025. You're also welcome to participate in Field Day on the 24th through the 26th at the same location. And don't forget our Facebook page, South Central PA GMRS Group. This is John Riddlesberger, WRBW 501. Have a good evening, everyone, and have a super week. The repeater is now returned to its normal use.
All right, like you hear, John just said, Field Day's next weekend. There'll be 2 sites officially running, one here in Chambersburg, PA, and I totally disappeared off the video. There I am. Anyone that's welcome to want to check out a radio, try it out. If you're not licensed, it's fine. Come out, join us. 101 Beard Road, it will be set up with a small site. Then we'll be also at the Chambersburg Steam and Engine Gas Show Fairgrounds down on Crottlestown Road. If you are interested in joining one of the sites, please do. Make sure you sign the book when you come in. Ask for one of the Misfits or one of the guys here, and we'll show you the ropes and get you on the air and give it a try. So that is next weekend, and we are all excited for it. Ramping up in order to do it.
Starts at 2 p.m. on Saturday, officially.
Officially 2 p.m. on Saturday, but we'll be working all the equipment, getting it up in the air, and getting tents put up and stuff like that. Getting ready before then. Yeah,
I know up at the farm, there'll be some of us that'll be there starting Friday evening. And then the cookout for the group is actually that Sunday up at the farm as well after Field Day. So Field Day will go until 2 p.m. on Sunday.
So pretty much if you play your cards right, you will not have to pay for food the whole entire weekend. Just bring a bag of chips if you don't mind. Ham ops, GMRS operators, we know how to eat.
Yeah. And any donations towards food are always welcome, and you're welcome to bring something if you'd like.
But if you just want to come out and check out the radios, that's fine too. Or just come out and say hi and let us know that we're doing a good job here and bringing this content to you. So with that, I don't have anything else to add. Since we're the only 2 guys once again here. You got anything to add, Josh?
Everybody else jumped out on us. They didn't want to hang with us tonight, so that's their loss. We'll use up the KFC cards.
That's right. We are going to do that. All
get
all
some
the
ice
KFC
cream.
cards come to us now, guys.
We're going to get the ice cream too.
Yep, and the ice cream. When we get ice cream, you're done. You're not getting any. Anyways, we'll catch you later. 7 3s.
See ya, YouTubes.